Right now, at this precise moment, the universe is speaking to you because your path is changing in ways you haven't yet realized. You might feel like everything is standing still, or maybe like everything is falling apart. But this, right here, is where everything begins to shift. You've quietly arrived at the turning point of your life, even if you can't see it yet. The universe doesn't send moments like this by coincidence. It waits, it watches, it lets you walk through everything you needed to see, learn, and release. And then, when you're ready, it places a message like this one right in front of you. And you feel it, don't you? That pull in your heart, that quiet knowing, that voice somewhere inside of you saying, something is happening. You've kept it strong for too long. You've held it all together even when you didn't know how. And you've kept moving forward even when your soul was tired. There were nights you questioned everything, your purpose, your path, even whether things would ever make sense again. But still, you didn't give up, and that matters more than you realize. The universe sees this. It sees everything. So listen. The universe doesn't measure you by your outcomes. It measures you by your endurance, your growth, your willingness to keep showing up, even when things feel uncertain. So if you've been asking for a sign, this is it. You've reached the point where the energy around you is beginning to shift in your favor. You've passed through the hardest part of the storm. And whether you know it or not, the universe has already started rearranging things for your next chapter. A turning point isn't always loud. Sometimes it comes quietly, disguised as a moment of exhaustion, or stillness, or even surrender. It's that moment when you say, I can't keep carrying this, and instead of collapsing, something inside you lets go. That's the shift. Because when you stop trying to force what's not meant for you, when you stop fighting the current, the universe can finally step in. This is the moment where control ends and alignment begins. And that's what's happening right now. You're moving from resistance to flow. You may not see the proof yet, but deep down, you can feel it. That something has quietly changed, like an unseen tide turning beneath the surface of your life. That's what a turning point feels like. It's not instant, but it's inevitable. Here's something the universe has been trying to teach you. There's no such thing as too late. There's only right on time. Every time you felt like you were being held back, pushed away, or closed off completely from your path, you weren't. You were never being denied. You were being aligned, redirected, reorganized for something amazing. Because sometimes the universe needs to clear the path before it can deliver the blessing. It's not that things weren't ready for you, it's that you weren't ready to hold what was meant for you. Your higher self needed you to go through these trials and tribulations so that you could be truly ready to sustain the blessings. And now, you are. That's why this message appeared when it did. Not because you're lost, but because you're ready to be found. You've outgrown so many versions of yourself lately. You've been shedding old patterns, old fears, old ways of thinking. It's been uncomfortable, sometimes painful, but it's sacred work. Because transformation always starts in the unseen. And what feels like endings are often beginnings, wearing a disguise. You'll start to notice little shifts now, signs that the universe is moving pieces behind the scenes. Someone might come into your life at the exact right time. A door that once refused to open might finally crack. Or maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe you just wake up one morning and realize you're not as heavy as you used to be. That's alignment. It's when peace begins to replace panic, when clarity starts to edge out confusion, when what once drained you no longer holds power over you. That's how you'll know. The universe isn't ignoring you. It's responding to the energy you've been quietly cultivating, because your patience didn't go unnoticed. Your faith, your persistence, your willingness to believe in something you couldn't see. It's all being rewarded. Sometimes, when you look back, you'll realize the moments that broke you were the same ones that built you. The times you were forced to let go. Those were the moments the universe said, "You're ready for more." It never took anything from you that was meant to stay. It only removed what couldn't come with you to where you're going. Every ending, every silence, every closed door, they were all working together to lead you right here to this exact moment. So take a breath. You're not falling behind. You're not being forgotten. You're arriving right on time, because the universe is never early and it's never late. It always delivers when your energy matches the frequency of what you've been asking for. And you're matching that frequency now. You don't have to force what's meant for you. When it's time, it will find you effortlessly. That's what divine timing really means. The universe doesn't rush. It unfolds. So instead of asking, "When will it happen?" start asking, "How can I stay open while it does?" That's the shift that changes everything. Because when you relax into trust, you stop chasing outcomes and start attracting alignment. When you stop grasping for control, you make space for miracles. And when you let go of fear, you let life move the way it was always meant to. So if you're watching this right now, it's not random, it's a checkpoint. You've reached the part of your journey where things start to make sense in hindsight, where you'll begin to see why the waiting was necessary, why the loss had meaning, why the timing never worked until now. Because your energy is catching up to your destiny, and soon you'll understand that nothing was ever wasted. Every lesson, every delay, every disappointment, they were all divinely timed stepping stones toward your awakening. The universe didn't forget you, it was shaping you. And now, the energy you've been giving is circling back, multiplied. Take a moment and think about this. How many times have you thought something was over, only to realize later it was just beginning? How many times have you looked back and said, "Now I understand why that had to happen"? That same clarity is coming again, but this time it's even bigger, because you're entering a phase of life that's about receiving, not proving, about flowing, not forcing, about trusting, not chasing. You've done the work, you've learned the lessons, and the universe is saying, "Now watch what happens next." Everything you've been manifesting, the peace, the alignment, the opportunity, it's closer than you think. So here's the truth. You didn't stumble upon this video. It appeared because your soul is ready to receive this message, the one it's been whispering to you for a while now. You've reached the turning point. Keep going. The waiting wasn't wasted time. The struggle wasn't punishment. It was preparation. And now the energy is shifting in your favor. This is where things start to align. This is where peace starts to replace doubt. This is where everything begins to make sense. The universe knows exactly what it's doing, and soon, so will you. If this message spoke to your heart, it wasn't by accident. This is your moment of confirmation, the universe saying, "You're ready for what's next." Comment below, "I'm ready for my turning point." Let that be your declaration, your energetic agreement with what's unfolding. And if you know someone who's been struggling, share this with them. Because sometimes one message can change everything. Trust this next chapter. You're not being tested anymore. You're being trusted. And everything you've carried is finally about to make sense.